Real quick, tuning back into it, chat. Nuggets miss a three-pointer. 76-66 after a yam by James Harden. 4:50 left in the third quarter. Harden going to work on Jamal Murray. Gets the layup. Jamal getting barbecue chickened by James Harden currently, chat. I mean, just a pretty... Now a steal from Norman Powell. The Clippers going on an insane run right now. Kawhi bringing it up the right side after the steal. Gets over to the right elbow with the three. It's going to be 78-66 with free throws to go.
Damn.
Not calling... Yeah, they just went on a crazy run. It was just three yam. And the Nuggets have not made a shot since you left. So pretty wild how this quarter has gone in the last 2 minutes. Norman Powell with the steal here. Aaron Gordon losing the dribble. Aaron Gordon cannot be your primary defender or your primary ball handler. 4:17. He works great off ball again, like we've said. 78-66. No shooting foul, which is kind of crazy because Zubac was catching a lob at the rim.
Nah, dude, you just said it. He was catching it.
Correct. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're very valid. Very valid. Very valid.
I think
Kawhi getting subbed out now. Harden also hit another layup on Jamal Murray. He's got 23 on the night, 8 of 12 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3. Pretty great night from the boys. Yeah. See what he does now. Has Christian Brown as his primary defender. Oh, geez. Batum just came in and just shoved the shit out of Jamal Murray. Now Jamal the primary defender. Gets over to Batum. Batum, pump fake. Gets the three off in time. Misses that one. Rebound out back to him.
Dang.
Gets it over. Norman Powell drives inside. That's a great lay there from Norman.
Dude,
Norman.
everyone knows that, dude. Everyone knows that Jokić is never going to jump with you.
Yeah, correct.
He always does that shit where he runs at you and then, like, screws
Stops. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll stop and move. Yeah, exactly. So the Clippers go on an insane run.
God,
maybe a 14-2 run, maybe. Hitting threes, getting lays, playing with speed. The Nuggets just unable to hit a shot right now. Pretty impressive. What were we talking about? What were we talking about before you walked out? Oh, I was talking about the Cards. I was like, the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Looking pretty entertaining this year, tuning back into kind of Arizona sports. Obviously, I'm excited. I mean, this draft was a wild one in the sense of like just defense, as well as signing DJ Sweat, BJ Ojolari coming back, Garnett coming back, Darius Robinson coming back.
Yeah, I'm excited for year 2 of Darius Robinson.
Yes, I am as well.
Because I do know, like, on top of, like, his injury his rookie season, I know it was, like, his mom died. Like,
yeah, he had a lot of stuff going on.
So, like...
camera died. Keep talking.
So I do understand that, like, you know, he definitely was going through some personal stuff last season. So I'm excited for him to be, like, being coached under... Nick Corrales, have a D-line room with, Calais Campbell and Dalvin Tomlinson, some good vets with him to just, like, help him through the time. And, dude.
I mean, I know he's not going to be...
Dude, he was, like, pretty good last year. Everyone was saying that, like, Miami should cut him so, like, the Ravens can pick him up so he can be on, like, an actual playoff team. Yeah. Like, I think he will be... late career J.J. Watt for us, but just not play all the snaps like J.J. Watt was doing.
I talked about this with my older brother, but the Eagles are very much, real quick, they miss a 3 again, so the drought does not stop. But
dude, they're getting cooked right now.
Miss the rebound, so it remains
they have
Nuggets
to get
ball.
their bench in, bro.
The Nuggets bench?
Dude, yeah, they deadass only use like 6 people.
Yeah, they don't ever. Again,
all these playoff teams like
are just rotating in 6 dudes,
dude,
bro.
like Lakers, like
people like to shoot points on a 3-pointer. Oh, maybe that's stops
don't
the
let the
drought
white
a little
boy
bit.
catch a vibe, bro. Don't let him go, bro.
Christian Brown, he is 4 of 6 with 1 of 3 from 3 after he just made that last one. Inside though, that's too easy, chat. The Clippers are just abusing the paint right now. Just abusing the paint. Nuggets with no answer. Jokić don't want to jump. Aaron Gordon getting caught in a bad spot. Jokić now top right. Gives it to Jamal top left. Batum, his primary defender. Jamal drives inside. Gets it to Jokić. Jokić now drives on Batum. And just loses the ball. Dude, Jokić is getting put in a box and fucked. Up top to Zoop. Oh, God. 2 guys there for the yam. Looks like, I don't know who that was. Derek Jones. Was that Derek Jones Jr. that got hurt? Oh, no, he was fine. Never mind. Yam inside to Aaron Gordon. A little run here from the Nuggets now.
Yeah.
71-82. Get one more stop.
Dude, that was fortunate. If they would have gotten that alley-oop, bro, that place would have gone wild.
Yeah, that would have been nuts. Instead, they had 2 guys go for it at the same
know.
time. Norman Powell, Jamal on him, getting kind of double with Jokić, just shading
Damn,
over.
dude.
Then he turns the ball over. He doesn't. Zubac winds up with it. Norman Powell in the corner. 3-pointer. Cash money, chat. That's just too easy for Norman right now. Oh, my God.
Dude, they got to at least get within 12.
At least within 12 before the 4th.
Yeah.
You do not want to be
I would
playing back
say
15.
that you can, like, definitely come back, like,
Yeah, you just got to go
18.
nuclear.
Yeah.
Jamal
Your defense
drives
just
the
has
right.
to be spot on.
Yeah,
and I
you
don't think
can't
the
be allowing,
Nuggets-
and you can't be fouling early to get in bonus, like them
Dude,
guys getting bonus.
Look how far.
Oh my God! Inside to
come
Gordon,
on.
a great pass from Jokić.
Dude,
that was
Gordon,
a great pass.
I would low-key run the offense through Gordon right now.
I would just continue to
I would
do.
just post him up.
Yeah,
If they're gonna
anything in the post. Like,
Yeah, if they're gonna put Derrick Jones Jr. on him, like,
yeah, let bro go to work.
Yeah.
Get it to him in the post. So he doesn't have to dribble to it either. Just let him start there. Norman Powell drives inside, gets it out to Batum. Great pass to the corner. That's a cash 3 chat. Game getting a little out of the hand now. 15-point
dude, they're,
lead
like,
for the
figuring 'em out.
Clippers.
I think they're figuring them out. It's just
Christian Brown,
drive and
drive kick. Nobody's running around on the
No
defensive
one-
end.
no one
Christian
can
Brown with
protect
a
the rim.
3-pointer. Cashes that one, Chad. That's another one. 3-point contest going on right now. 12-point game. Like you said, get it under 12. The opportunity's there. They just got to get it under 12
They gotta get under 12 and like.
and play defense. Not get to under 12 with a missed shot.
And let,
Get under 12 with like a TO. James Harden
And get,
driving
like,
to the right.
Jokić 2
Gets it
minutes of
between the legs
rest.
to Zubac. Hits the floater. That shit was tough, bro. Just hit
Dude,
a
they're
tween.
cooking,
A
bro.
tween pass to Zubac for the easy floater with no one around him. Aaron Gordon bringing the ball up the court now. Let's see if they switch it over, like Jarek said, to Aaron Gordon
Come on, dude.
bringing the ball up the court.
No,
he
you
gets it to Jokić.
You don't want Aaron Gordon bringing the ball up the court. You just want him to get it here.
Jokić with a 3-pointer. Has he
Oh.
shot a 3 today? Bangs that one though, chat. That's cash. We haven't seen a lot of threes now. Think about it from Jokić in this series in general. He
2 of
said
4.
he shot 4. we might have missed.
that's
We
not
might
a
have missed one at the
lot.
beginning. At the
Yeah.
beginning too. James Harden now driving. 30 seconds left in the third. He shoots a 3-pointer. He misses that one. Chance to bring it
Russ.
within single digits if they get the bucket shot. Yeah,
shot,
exactly.
like-
and then you get the possession back with 3 seconds left.
Yeah,
Like,
what the fuck?
Russ
So it's just like 2 awful shots.
goes to shoot a 3. Derrick Jones Jr. gets the foul on Jokić, pushing him. Still no bonus free throw, so he still had one to give. Maybe a little bit of embellishment there by Jokić, but it is a foul. He just threw a full ass
I mean,
body into
technically,
him.
if you are trying to screen a person and you're like not supposed to move because they call moving screens now,
Yeah.
then if someone does shove you, you are gonna fall back.
Yeah,
But
correct.
everyone-
Jokić with it though.
I
Top
like
left
it.
elbow, gets it to Jamal. Jamal with the buzzer beaters for this team all the time.
Oh.
Drives inside, gets it
Damn,
blocked though.
dude.
Harden hucks it. Ooh, oh my god, dude, I've been sick if he made that shit.
Dude.
So they bring it within 11. They get it under 12. A bucket there would have been huge to get it to single digits though.
Yeah.
Russ hit himself in the head so hard there. My God, bro, it's Russ. Don't abuse la
Dude.
cabeza, brother.
My goat, bro. He doesn't care about CT, dude. None of my goats care about CT, bro.
Do you see the Suns did win today, or the D-backs won today as well? They win the series
Dude,
against the Mets.
I think I'm actually like turning into like a baseball guy. Like I actually don't
Dude.
watch it a lot, but like
Baseball?
way before, like, dude, like when I was growing up, like I didn't watch it like fucking like ESPN.
Yeah,
like
the score of the game.
Yeah, the score of the game. Like I was just like, baseball's just like way too long and stuff like that.
And we sucked.
Yeah, and we
ass.
like sucked. We had some good players. Like I really liked Justin Upton and stuff like that.
And like, I mean, we had Paul Goldie for so long. Like,
but now that like I don't even know. I think it's since they just put the not the shot clock, the pitch clock in.
yeah.
Like, because I was watching the whole like D-backs run and stuff like that, and they were like, well, they stole the most about of bases
Yeah,
this season
yeah.
because like of a new rule or something like that, and they were just like the best at
yeah,
using that.
yeah,
new
they were
rule.
just abusing.
I was like, I don't know what this new rule. But
Yeah,
keep
so
on.
what they had started doing, so you used to be able, 1, pitch clock, and then 2, you used to be able to just disengage so you could throw a pick off over and over. You just throw a
Yeah.
pick off. So if you didn't like the pitch, you would just throw a pick off, and it was like, all right, like guys would try and pick someone off 7 times.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
they changed the rule to where you can only do it twice now. You can only have
Yes.
2 disengagements, so that means you can step
And
off
it's
the
like
mound, or you
perfect, bro.
can-
That is great.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
That,
Like,
just 2 things that just cut this shorter. And I get it, dude. Like, you know, there's mind games in football. It's like when you go on like a silent count or like a hard count or a double or whatever. Like that's you're trying to get the defense. It's like, dude, but to walk out the mound 7 times, bro. It's like, come on.
yeah,
dude.
it just again, it's one of those where it kills momentum. That was one of
Yeah.
the things that they said was like the main thing was like dude, you got teams that are going, that is possible is because guys can't just, first guy hit a home run. All right, this is gonna be a 4-pitch at bat that takes 7 minutes because I'm gonna choose my pitch. Nah.
Yeah.
And now that you have these rule changes, it makes it to where like these teams will go on runs. Like,
there's more action. Everyone's
there's just
seeing
more
shit
action going on.
Yeah.
Like you're watching guys steal because you know you can steal. You're watching electrically fast dudes stealing. You're watching them get doubles on things that used to be singles. Like you're watching them on the third at bat, the fourth at bat of the inning, just taking hacks at shit because you know they're gonna have to throw you a fastball at some. Like it's just better
and
the
so
way
I've
baseball
been
works now.
like I'm still dipping my toe into baseball. I'll do like maybe like I'm not too like so analytical. Like
No.
I bet like
There's so much.
I bet like betting has like had like, but like some of my homies that like, you know, bet on baseball, they're like, oh, this pitcher's in today or whatever like this. I'm like, what, D-bags versus the Cubs? I'll choose the D-bags today.
Yeah, the analytics of baseball are
crazy,
insane.
But then like you see like the pitches out today, you're like Paul Skeens, like, and it's like he throws 100. I was like, I used to think all pitchers just threw 100.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this guy actually throws 100. Like,
did he miss the yam? Oh, okay.
Like this guy actually throws 100 every pitch.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, oh,
Paul
okay.
Skeens will throw 70 pitches in 90, or will throw 70 pitches and 60 of them will be 101 miles an hour. Like,
yeah.
Kawhi with the mid-range jumper, that's pure chat.
And then I was
11-point
watching,
game still. 11:20 left in the fourth quarter.
The Christian Yelich interview. He just did one for
Oh,
like
yeah.
Pardon My
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And he was just talking about like, it's like, they were like, oh, his pitching gotten better or whatever, and it's just
And
like,
one for the Nuggets now. Michael
Jr.
Porter Jr. finally decided to take a second
Dude,
to
what
dribble
happened
the
to his
ball.
shoulder, bro?
I don't know.
Why
He's had
is
it on for 2 games now. I think he landed on it.
Yeah,
I
remember that,
busted.
but I'm just so confused, like what that.
He
shit's
landed on it
supposed to
again,
do.
dude. That shit cannot feel good. I think it's just an ice pack to
Yeah.
drop swelling. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It looks goofy as shit.
Yeah,
though.
it looks like like the dumbass shoulder pad. or
Michael
something.
Porter Jr. averaging 11 through games 1 and averaging 11 from games 1 through 5, and then he misses the and when he's averaging. He just has 5 tonight, and he misses the free throw. He has been injured though, so
I know that's hilarious. Like they did it with like who they just James Harden or whatever.
Derrick Jones Jr. with the crazy
Oh.
lay misses it. Had the attempt for a acrobatic finish. Aaron Gordon bringing the ball up the court now.
Dude, they're cutting it. It's 83-92.
Yeah, I mean they went small. They have nobody on the court that's above the height of 6'6".
Jokić is off.
Jamal, tween.
Oh,
Gets Derrick Jones up into him, shoots the midi, misses that one. That is his shot, though. That was a great position. I mean, that back, holy shit, bro. Dude. Harden's on a tear, gets the putback lay. That was nuts. 94-83, 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
5 and 8.
Damn,
8
dude, what a
assists.
game. Gonna be a foul call on Russ. Oh, on Bojan? That was gonna be a foul call on Russ. Looked like Russ was gonna get the foul call there. Bojan, or it looked like Bojan was gonna get the foul call there. On Russ instead.
Dude, I hate these off-ball fouls, bro.
I do too.
Like
Bro,
these
that's-
guys just fall down, bro. Just like stop falling down, man.
And to me, it's like, bro, if he's gonna fall, then don't call that shit because he's not gonna do it. Like he's still doing this like head
like
banging
that
shit. Like
Russ, stop that, dude.
Jamal inside gets it to Russ, he loses the ball.
It just kind of like reminds me in like football when they call a flag from away from the play.
Yeah.
Like it was like a wide receiver, like.
Yeah, they're down the field beefing. And they're like, that's unsportsmanlike. It's like, bro,
Dude,
who gives a
it had
shit?
no effect
Yeah, who
on the
gives
play,
a shit, bro? Let those guys beef, bro. That's fine. Like, it
Yeah.
makes it way more entertaining then. Kawhi over
That's
to
a
Derrick
three.
Jones.
That's
3-point
money.
attempt. That's cash. It might be 3 for Derrick Jones from that corner now, bro. Just banging him. Banging it,
Dude,
banging
are they
it,
taking
banging it.
Jokić out?
I don't
Are they
know.
calling it?
Trying to get a break for him. Try and get it close and then get a break. They're down 14 now. It was 97, 12-point game. If they Jamal, not a ton of
coming
points,
back,
but he has
man.
been efficient tonight. Kawhi to the left side. Midi
That's
on
money.
Jamal. That's cash, chat. That's not a three-pointer, but he deserves
Motherfucker
it.
is money, man.
Kawhi is cooking tonight, chat. Jamal and Jokić and Christian Brown subbing in a moment at the next break. Jamal with a step back 3. That's cash. Holy shit. Step back 3 brings it within 11.
Ooh, bro. Come on, Jamal.
After the 3 from Derrick Jones. 12 in the first half,
yeah,
7 in the second half.
Jamal's been kind of silent this
Yeah,
game.
he's been quiet for sure. The second half especially. Kawhi drives inside. That's too easy. Oh, he gets his shit blocked. They get in
Come on.
transition.
Get it,
Jamal
Porter Jr. in the
drives,
corner.
losing the ball. Oh, they call a foul. It's kind of a tough lay, though.
Clippers.
Kawhi was trying to get the bounce off the backboard before a hand could get to it to get the goaltend. Watson, though, with the Nash block.
They should
Anticipating.
be playing this guy more, man.
Watson?
Yeah, just to save energy.
And
I will say,
he's
NBA
the only
players
one
have
it feels like
insane cardio.
Oh,
bro.
dude, it's insane. It's crazy. Dude, it's funny when I go and play basketball, like when I go just play pickup basketball.
I can't play full court,
dude. Oh, I do love playing full court, but
like,
I get nasty. Nasty, bro. I'm sweaty as shit. Like, I always think it's funny because people who don't watch basketball be like, why do they have these guys come wipe stuff off the floor? And it's like, bro,
dude, I'm
bro, they
sweating.
are dripping sweat
sweating
on
like
the
a
on the court,
hog,
bro.
bro.
Like the Russ now in the corner has to shoot a 3. He shoots it. He misses it. Rebound gonna be Clippers ball. Watson was fighting for it. Doesn't get it though. Not necessarily a shot you want from Russ. He had 4 seconds. Could have driven if he really wanted. He doesn't though. They miss it anyways.
That was a good shot.
I did like it. I'll say Russ was open. You take it. He banged one earlier. Might as well shoot it. He used to. Takes a little bit more to get there.
Like, he's never
Harden with a
the
3-pointer over
greatest.
Jokić. Cashes that shit in. Chat. Harden and Kawhi will not allow Game 6 to be the end of their season. They are just continuing to bang threes. A timeout from the Nuggies. 88-102. That's over Jokić, man. That's just interesting just because of the way the game's progressed. I mean, you got to shoot threes. I mean, they've cashed in. The Clippers have cashed in on like 3 or 4 in the past 5 possessions, and you got to keep pace with it. And again, Russ made one earlier, so I'm honestly not against the shot. Like, I'm totally fine with the shot. It's just unfortunate the timing of it more than anything.
I just don't know why the Nuggets just don't go double big. Like, Russ is not the greatest 3-point shooter. It's like, yes, I know he makes some, bro, but I think whoever this Nuggets coach is, guy, because the Clippers don't have a backup center. They're playing.
No, they don't.
I don't
not
even know.
kind
They
of.
have like Ben Simmons, like
Yeah,
that they put
and
in.
they don't like Ben. They don't like having to put.
I don't think I've
they
seen
put
him.
Norman Powell, or they'll lose Bojan or whatever.
Yeah,
They have to
Derrick
throw. They have to throw in
Jones,
some. They have to throw in Ben just to match size so that they're not getting every rebound.
Yeah,
and then
they're
Ben is
just like-
Ben is slower. You can get Jamal off more pick and rolls because Ben can't keep up. You can get Jokić over the top of Ben with anything basically. Like one of those where. Again, we saw last night from JJ the inexperience. I do think we have seen from the Nuggets head coach, which granted, again, kind of a weird scenario just because they fired Mike Malone, but he was the assistant coach. So he has been in all conversation with Mike Malone up until Mike Malone was gone. So one of those will just be interesting to see how this ends. But I'm gonna I got to take a shit real quick. Talk a little bit about high school. Talk about high school sports. Where your passion for.
Just kick it with the crowd here. Oh, I was just thinking maybe I'll save this for when Joe gets back because this is a healthy debate named after San Francisco. It's in Santa Clara. Like at some point, like don't you have to change your name? Like why is your stadium in a different city than what your name is? You know, it's like and same thing with like the New York Giants. It's like your fucking stadium's in New Jersey, bro. It's like you're the New Jersey Giants. You're the New Jersey Jets. What makes you from New York if your stadium's or all right? Well, there's like places that use the California 49ers. Like you can just call yourselves that, or there's like the Orlando Magic, like. Actually, I don't know where the stadium is, so I can't say that's in the city. But the Phoenix Suns, like if they're called the Phoenix Suns because the stadium's in downtown Phoenix, like how far away can you move that stadium away from that core city, like where you end up have to changing that name? Like, could the stadium be in Tucson and we can still be called the Phoenix Suns? Like, I just need these answers. Like, where do we draw that line of how far away that city is away from the central city where the city has to keep that central city's name, if that makes sense. The other day, I was like, their stadium's, it's like 45 minutes outside San Francisco. Like, does the drive time have to cross that hour threshold before you legally can't be called the San Francisco 49ers? Who knows? We need these answers from these commissioners, but anywho. I mean, I actually know that a bunch of, realistically, with all sports teams, you can't have, let's say cities that have like 4 sports teams: stadium, baseball stadium, and basketball stadiums, all in downtown. So actually, I take that back. You can. Detroit does it better. Payne Watson, man. Maybe that's why you're not starting. Ooh, Russ. Saucy layup.
12 tonight?
Dude, Russ got...
12, 7, and 5. He's got a triple-double.
Dude, I had a great conversation with the chat, bro, while you're gone.
What'd you say? What was it about?
Dude, how at one point...
Bojan with a 3-point attempt.
Maybe I'll save it.
That's cash.
I'll save it for after the game.
Bojan. When the fuck has Bojan ever shot a 3-pointer in his life? That's a big one. 90-105. Jamal with the midi. That's a miss. That was too long, and I knew it was too long. Rebound to Watson, though. He gets the yam time. Like Jarek said, just go put that
put the young guy in, bro.
Circular piece of leather down the circular piece of metal.
Yeah.
You
mean score the ball.
Score the ball.
We're trying to score some
Put
points
the circle
here.
in the other circle and try to do that a couple times in a row. Kawhi now drives the right side, gets the midi. Good pass out. I don't know how he got rid of the ball. Bojan now, right corner, drives inside, gets it to Kawhi, who's on the right elbow of the 3. They double him. Triple him almost. Kawhi over Jokić.
Ooh,
misses that one. If he had made that one, that'd have been crazy. It's going to be Nugget ball. So a good defensive stop there. 5 minutes to bring him within, a respectable amount.
Nation game at home is actually, I think it actually serves the home team.
If you're up.
Yeah, if you're up or if you're down, like if the Nuggets are down like 180 to start the fourth quarter, like the whole stadium's like, hey guys, are you guys gonna put it together?
Yeah, you mean from the sense of like a fan standpoint where you're just like,
yeah,
all right, like again, like the Suns one is a good example of.
It's like where the energy just sucked out of the building.
And everybody paid like one of those where for me it's you think about like bro the amount of money spent on that game 7.
Yeah, for watching a play on TV, that's never good.
Never good.
Like when the audience is just mute. But dude, I was asking the chat, dude, at what point, how far away does the city where the stadium's located away from the central
so like Flag
city
versus or like Chandler?
Like you have to change the name of your team. So I was saying like the San Francisco 49ers, like. It's not even in San Francisco.
Yeah, not even.
It's in Santa Clara, and everyone says it's like a 45-minute drive. Like, it's like all right, all right. So could the Suns be located in Tucson, but we still call each other the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah, it'd still be the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, 100%.
Like at what point? Like,
when you have the city-based name.
Yeah, and it's like it's like the Giants. Their stadium's in New Jersey, and they're called the New York Giants. Like you're not from
and they share it with the Jets. So.
Yeah, it's like you're not even located in the state that you're named after. Like at that point, be like, and it's like it's kind of like the Arizona Cardinals. They're not called the Phoenix Cardinals because they're not located in Phoenix.
Yeah, they represent the entirety of Arizona as a team, not just a singular area more than anything.
And it's like I think you should that should be mandated in sports. Like wherever the stadium's located, you have to be named after that city, or you have to go for state, or you can go like New England or Golden State.
Yeah,
like if you
have like a different name for.
I'll give like the Copper State Diamondbacks or whatever that. Like, all right, if it's something that your state is associated.
Yeah, based around where you play at, but like, not exactly your name.
Yeah, it's like, all right, dude. At some point.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be.
Like,
I feel like if you're gonna do a city name, you have to be the city. Like the Tucson Roadrunners or the hockey team, the minor league hockey team, and they're based out of Tucson. So like, one of those were like, if they were the Phoenix Roadrunners, I'd be like, but they don't. Yeah, they don't play here. Why would we call them the Phoenix Roadrunners? But Tucson, I'm like, okay, cool. But if they moved here, I wouldn't be like, oh, let's call them the Tucson Roadrunners. Like that, because to me, that's the difference. Is like the Phoenix Suns in Tucson would be like it would be awkward, but I'd be like, is what it is. They're trying to market Phoenix, whatever. But like. If the Tucson Roadrunners came to Phoenix and then we call them the Tucson Roadrunners, to be like, well, this is dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Like, why are they called the Tucson Roadrunners?
And like, I get it. It's just like, you're like, oh, Tucson's actually too far away, man. It's like, it's like an hour and a half, man. It's not
incredibly far, really. Like,
and like, I think about like the Dallas Cowboys. It's like their stadium's actually in Fort Worth. It's like, Fort Worth's a pretty big city. How Fort is not the Fort Worth? Just go as the Texas Cowboys.
Yeah,
then,
yeah, whatever
man.
it is. Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought about this the other day and just like made me laugh. Just like at what point, where can I think it's because the Washington Commanders, they got their new stadium at like the JFK site. I was just like, we're moving back, or like their stadium's now like located in Maryland or whatever, and it's like now they're moving back to the DC area. It's like, well, then why were you guys called the Washington Commanders?
If you were playing in Washington, then what was the point of it? Yeah, and to me,
if you're playing in Maryland, call yourself the Maryland.
Yeah, to me, it's one of those where like I feel like the lines between like who you root for also blur. Like if the Suns were in Tucson, like I may not go for the Suns if they were in Tucson. Like part of the sports aspect of things is like I've lived in Phoenix, so I have been to a sporting event for all of the major teams. Like James Harden drives inside, gets it out to Batum. Batum misses that one opportunity to bring it within 9. Who was that?
I think that was Jamal.
Oh, was he just tying his shoe?
Yeah.
Tying his shoe. Looked like he was hunched over. Looked like he hurt himself. Aaron Gordon, the main ball handler. They got Norman Powell on Jokić in the paint right now. They got Batum shadowing behind Powell.
Dude, they are
that's just
fuck
too easy. Yeah, they are fouling the shit out of Jokić, but because he's bigger, they're just gonna allow it. Jokić gets the bucket. It's a 9-point game now. Closing in on clutch time.
Dude, that's what I hate. Like as like a bigger person
Zubac
myself,
immediately subs in.
Is like the bigger guys. It's like when they knock the small guys, it looks like they're getting hit hard. It's like, but then when the small guys just like run into the big guys and like bounce off them, they're like foul on the big guy. It's like you're just fouling. You're giving this guy foul because he's bigger than them, man.
Yeah. One of those were like, especially like in Jokic's circumstance, where it's just like, bro, he's getting hacked, but like, or tap him.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, dude. It's
really?
Hard. Yeah, dude. It's like that.
That's insane, dog.
Yeah.
I do want to get there. It does look sick. Surprised there was not a foul call on that. Jokić with Zubac on him, goes to work.
Dude, how are none of these fouls?
I'm not going to lie. Aaron Gordon gets the rebound, tries to get inside, doesn't get that. He misses it. Harden in transition now.
Dude.
Could be a dagger if they bang a 3 right here. Not going to cap. Down 11. Harden going to work. Jamal on him. Gets into the post. In the paint. Fade away. Oh, my God. Almost made it. Jokić with the rebound, though. They try and get out in transition. Jokić is not fast enough to get out in transition. He gets down, rolling. Gets it outside to Aaron Gordon. 3-point attempt. Cash money from Aaron Gordon.
Take that shit, Aaron.
99-107. It's a 8-point game. 3:08 left in the 4th. Nuggets trying to send the Clippers home. Clippers trying to keep their season alive. Jamal Murray on him. He gets doubled. They get it over to Norman. Norman now with Aaron Gordon on him. Late rotation. They get the block. No foul. They get it out to Jamal. Jamal.
You kind of want the Nuggets to end this series.
It wasn't a buzzer beater, but it was the go-ahead bucket at the end of the game. Even if they make it within, I just want to see a last possession possible win. That's my favorite thing, bro. I love watching those. Even if it's like if the game's 4 points with 40 seconds left and like, that last.
The Pacers yesterday, they were like down 9 with 36 seconds left. Like what was it? Andrew Nembhard, quick 3. Then Gary Trent turned it over. Then Tyrese Halliburton, another 3, and then Gary Trent turned it over, and then Tyrese with the
like it's tough because you shit on him for the game.
That shit just happened in the fucking
in the Detroit Pistons game. Yeah, to send them home as well.
It's like where if your hand hits the ball, you should have got it or whatever. But it's like if your hand hit the ball, you should have got it, bro. No
11-2 run from the Nuggets now. The Clippers just praying for dear life allowed in the entire league.
I mean, dude, that would have been the Suns, but there's no way we were leading in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we played so ass in the third. No field goals in the last 3. Norman now send the pick. They switch over Jamal. Jamal's played pretty good defense the past couple possessions. No cap.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what the
Jamal,
fuck Russ is
oh my
doing.
God, Russ almost got the steal. As Jarek said, I don't know what Russ is doing.
Dude, he was just like not playing Batum in the corner at all. Like,
being a 5-second.
It could be safety, bro.
2-1. Harden with the floater misses that one. They get the read. They get out in transition. Russ blows the layup. Gonna be a rebound to the Clippers. Russ, no. Could have made it a 3 or 4-point game.
Russ.
That one's tough, Chad. That would have been a tough lay. I'm not going to lie. It was full speed. Had to slow it down. Kawhi now. Norman, pump, jumper. Cash money might be the dagger of the game, Chad. 110-101. Biggest 3. Drives, spin around, blocked by Zubac. Gonna be Nuggets ball. The Clippers are playing immaculate defense right now, dude. Holy shit.
Go back and watch that Raptors-Warriors finals, bro. Norman Powell was like the 3rd best player, bro. I'm serious, dude. Klay Thompson hurt his ACL. But.
Aaron Gordon misses the three-pointer. Russ with the rebound. Dude. Russ going to shoot a three here. They're fine with that. He misses that one. Aaron,
stop on this.
Yeah, you have to stop. Do not allow Norm. He tried to foul. Norman Powell gets blocked away. 3 on 2. 4 on 2. Jamal drives inside to Russ, and he gets blocked. They're going to call a foul. That's probably the worst scenario possible. Going to be free throws now, I think.
I think.
Toon with a big 3, chat. The block. God damn, bro.
Dude, this motherfucker Jokić would have so many more points if he just dunked
the basketball. Just jump a little closer to the rim. He's just so heavy.
Dude, I think the Clippers that like watched some really good film on Jokić this game because like 15, 15, and 15, but like
for sure,
he definitely hasn't been like as good as
he hasn't been the best. I mean, he hasn't been top 3 in the game.
Yeah, I bet he has like 5 turnovers.
Yeah,
man,
easily.
Like,
especially in block shot. I mean, alone on block shot, I think he's been 2 or 3 blocks. Like,
yeah,
he's got to turn it over at least 4 times. Like,
definitely.
Christian Brown with his second free throw, he bangs that one. It's a 5-point game. Make them have to shoot difficult shots. Kawhi struggling to get it in, barely gets it into Harden. He's got to get past half court, almost doesn't. They double Harden, looking for the jump ball. Do they call it? Oh, they call it timeout. Timeout by the Clippers. Good job. Get it to half court. 50 seconds left. They could bring it all the way down to 35 seconds. The Nuggets go and score, though.
Dude.
They can get the ball back with enough time. Norman Powell's three-pointer was nuts, though. Be a 107, 105 game. He doesn't bang that 3, chat. Kind of insane. I'm not going to cap. Real quick. I got a bunch of messages, chat. Man, I said not yet.
Dude, it's been both these games. Week. Like, everyone's like, man, like, once football season's over or whatever, it's like, dude, you have the NHL playoffs on right now.
Which if you watch and
he's like, he's so slow to get off the ice that causes like a fast break or whatever, and they end up scoring. And everyone's like, that turned the series. You're like, this guy just getting fucking smoked, like ended up turning
in a fist fight.
Yeah.
Talking about how shit is just like, that's my favorite thing about hockey, bro. It's just dudes from Russia, Sweden, Denmark, the US who just beat the living shit out of each other.
I was talking about like,
bro.
I was like, it's funny. It's like, like,
real quick, let me lock in for a second.
Yeah.
Watch Zubac, top, gets it over to Batum. Batum gets it over to Harden. Harden with Christian Brown on him. He's got 9 seconds on the shot clock, 42 in the game. Harden gonna go to work on Christian Brown. Patented step back. No, he goes inside. He loses the ball. He gets it back though. And then it's still a TO.
Choke.
Jokić.
He's going to choke.
Fucking run. Christian Brown, Jokić. Zubac on him. Spin move. Gets inside. Misses the lay. Oh, shit. Zubac just got laid into.
Not been good this
Jokić.
game.
I mean, Jokić wanted a foul. I would love to see a replay. We have had like 0 replays this game, I feel like. Philly haven't shown shit. All right, so here's a play. Spin move.
I don't think
it was a pretty shit attempt. I'm not going to lie. Like, it is just let me try and throw the body around. So 20 seconds out to get better free throw.
I don't want to say call a timeout, bro, but
who?
The Nuggets, like before.
Right before that, yeah, I would have been down.
I know
to
they only have
draw
one.
The correct play.
Yeah, dude, but that was just.
But bring it within 1 and then play the defensive.
Yeah, you can go for 2,
yeah.
then go for 2, and
then
you have to make a 3.
And to me, like drawing up a 3-point attempt play
is better. Yeah,
than trying to
Yeah.
Norman Powell all the way in the back. Opportunity if he makes both. Known for his free throw shooting. Let me jinx him real quick. Known for his free throw shooting as clutch as shit. He's got 26, 10, and 5. Scored 20 points in every game this year. Holy shit.
What's up, man? That is
his Braves look pretty good as well.
Dude.
Dude, have you seen Dylan Brooks's dreads?
Yeah, it has like the Houston Rockets.
Dude, it's arguably one of the sickest head hair I've ever seen, bro. Find that to do it then. Kawhi makes the first one. It's a 6-point game. 18 seconds left. Misses the second one. Oh, I thought they didn't call it T. He was just holding the ball. Call it the half-court defense and stuff.
If they would have gone 3, if they would have shot timeout, drop a 3, if they hit it, that's awesome. And then have foul again, try to do this shit, man. But
my head, it's better to take a timeout if you're trying to drop an offensive play to tie or take the lead.
Yeah.
It's better if you're down like 5 or 6 where you need a stop to draw when you score.
Yeah.
If you can't get that shit set up and understand what they're, because you look at the game. Harden's going crazy. Kawhi's going crazy. You can kind of gather then you still have plenty of a full timeout. I think is 60 seconds, might be 70. You have time to talk about, hey, let's drop the play. and then here's the defense we're going to run. You match up with this, you match up with that. Now you have both things set up. Instead, you run out in transition. You're trying to force a 2. Jokić has not been great at all today. Like, three-pointer. Oh, my God, he almost bangs. That would have been fine if he just took a 2. He was inside the paint, get the 2. I guess they needed it. They did need a 3, actually. Never mind, I take it back. But Clippers are going to steal Game 6, the only Game 7 currently slated. Tomorrow night, Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors for their Game 6. Just outshot the living shit. All-time record in Game 7s. The Nuggets are 4-4, won 2 of the last 3. The Clippers are 4-5, lost 3 of the last 4. Denver did.
Yeah, that's the
and then okay, and then the Lakers beat the Nuggets to then go to the finals. I was just thinking 2021 because I was like, wait a minute, 2021 we beat the Clippers. In the semi. Do they went to back-to-back semis?
Dude, well, yeah, and then we beat them in the conference finals.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They went to the. My bad. I'm thinking conference finals versus conference semis.
So yeah, they played. They went like. Clippers were up 3-1 in the bubble, and then the Nuggets, like the Lakers and the Clippers, were supposed to be in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Battle of LA.
Yeah, this is like the first year that they signed PG and Kawhi or whatever, and then Nuggets, came back on their bitch ass, and then we beat them the next year in the conference final.
So the Lakers went to the finals.
Yeah,
they played the Nuggets in the conference finals, and the Nuggets played the Clippers in the conference semis.
Yeah.
And then our playoff run was the opposite. Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy,
I'm trying to think. And then what? Last year was so we lost to Denver. This was Pels was the Dallas
one?
Yeah. Because I know we beat the Clippers recently in the first round because Kawhi got hurt, and that's when Russ kind of went off on us again on a Game 5 or whatever.
Yeah, so that must have been that year with the Nuggets that we lost in the second round of the Nuggets.
Because I know we got the first round was so it wasn't last year, it was the year before that.
Because
we beat the
what seed were we that year?
I think we were 4th seed.
Yeah, we might, and then we won, and we're playing the highest seed, which was the Nuggets.
Yeah.
So in an interesting spot though. I mean, you had a terrible game from Jokić. I mean, if there's one thing to take away, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to watch the game more complete to understand fully what the Clippers did, but silence the absolute shit out of Jokić today.
Yeah.
I mean, put him in a blender, went at him on
game.
offense. Yeah, I mean, he shot bad. I mean, he had a ton of turnovers. We just lost the ball. I mean, just a bad game from Jokić more than anything. Jamal went.
I mean, it's a good matchup.
It is a great matchup.
It's like good center, and then like Jamal, like they have Norman Powell, they have Chris Dunn, so it's definitely hard, but I think they missed some opportunities today, and I bet they know like they had the Game 7 in the back pocket. Like the Clippers, it was like win or go home. Like they needed everything.
Yeah, your life is on the line.
Yeah,
with that game.
I'm sure the Nuggets.
This is a crazy ad, by the way.
I know, dude.
Just a
woman taking off her bra.
It was a breast cancer ad.
Yeah.
It's a breast cancer ad. Just a crazy way to promote. Way to promote that more than anything.
But my favorite kind of ads.
Okay.
Breast cancer awareness ads.
It's crazy. It's interesting. I feel like there's been more. I feel like I didn't hear anything about it in the NFL this year.
Who? Breast cancer?
Yeah, because they do the breast cancer month in October
and November.
Yeah, they stopped
doing all that pink stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I forget when, but they stopped.
One of those where it's just been weird to see that, but now it's just more common as a normal ad. I feel I've seen that ad multiple times. It's just always.
Yeah, I always see like
eye-catching. Where I'm like, whoa, what are we doing?
Like the most remember like that GoDaddy Super Bowl commercial where like that kind of chubby white guy with the froze like making out with like the Super Bowl. And it's like the grossest ASMR like at a Super Bowl party. Like,
and then it was a GoDaddy ad. And
it was a GoDaddy ad, and you're like 12 years old. You're like, I kind of like that, man.
But I do like sometimes I'm like
the playoff stuff. It's like where you might be with your family watching this. Like that was the thing about like the GoDaddy commercial. It's like, yo, I don't mind the commercial. I actually encourage it.
Shit, yeah, dude. That
TV inside, TV out. GoDaddy just comes on. I'm like, bro. They're like, go to GoDaddy, but
it's like Warriors, which next game I don't think % true statement. And again, I'm just not trusting Jalen Green or Thompson not together with a little bit better, bro. They closing stuff out at home a little bit better, bro. They closing stuff out at home, bro. You get to You get a nice, easy drive home. You're
Sleep in your
happy.
bed
You get to
and
sleep in
bro.
your bed,
Yeah.
bro. Like, yes, it's fun to win away when it's needed. Like 3-up.
Cavs beat the Warriors, and like the whole there's no.
You could say
I
we won
know,
a shit.
dude.
Like, holy shit. Like, every single game stands.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
don't.
not too. Like,
Yeah.
it was unbeknownst, bro. And I was like, damn. Deep in game 2, it was wraps. Dude, when the Cardinals win, bro, when me is so
All right, I was like, or else I would even beat whatever.
yeah,
like,
which means your team sucks ass.
Oklahoma, middle of October. Oh, dude, all the teams that are like 0-9 right now, just like
Cleveland. Again, like I said, I don't give a fuck when Cardenas are. It's the end of the season now, where we
Yeah.
like go into the playoffs high and we can feel good about ourselves. And then we got fucked, and I was like, damn, bro, I gotta drive home to Tempe, like.
dude. And then,
Gaining of everybody pissed off, so you're not like road rage pissed off. All right, Jokić got bounced in this Western vividly in my old ass Suburban with my fam, bro, on his
That's what's
hotspot,
up.
and dust rewind even more. Bro. The end for 3 years, bro,
yeah.
and then I went,
Dude,
fuck.
people are like, dude, you watch sports? I'm not allowed to have interest, bro. All right, you're not allowed to have interest, man. I don't care what hobby you do. If you fish, bro, fuck you. Why are you admiring Finn Palmer's
You guys know that I went to your guys' ass chat.
halftime or whatever? And like we won. I literally like sprinted out of the Di Maria's house back to like our house, bro, and like I was like, Dad, did you see we fucking like yeah? And like I forgot my shit at the Di Maria or Palmer spin.
They were like, if he scores, they win, and then he got tackled. Next play,
I was like-
I remember our apartment downtown or in Tempe. Someone texted in the group chat. I think Kawhi and yamming, and I was like, holy fuck, he catches
Yeah.
this, and he's dude, yeah.
Or like the Raiders play where he, like scrambles around for like 10
Yeah.
seconds. I was like, dude, that like,
Watching one, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like and shit, shit. I was at that game.
Or the
when,
va-
okay, that night with Duke,
that
bro.
felt- or I was like, all right, COVID happened, but DA was, come on, come on, DA, bro. Just wait till
Yeah.
like at the end of the season, maybe we'll get everything together and like
We
make
can
it
figure it
8
out.
seed. And then like we went on that 8-0 run in the bubble,
But
and then like
that-
finals, and then the next
Yeah,
season.
facts. We didn't get, dude,
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I think the last time I saw you, was I forgot whose birthday it was at the night.
I don't
know if
remember
it
that.
might-
I don't know.
dude. So my going to Hooters
Yeah, all the
because we
time,
were like,
yeah.
and it was down the street from the stadium, so then we could go walk around. I was just like, dude, this is in
Yeah.
fucking LA. Pays for shit, bro.
Dude, I walk around the town different when my team's
Yeah, I
good,
do,
bro. I got
bro.
a little pep in my step, bro.
You think I talk shit when my team sucks, dick?
Dude,
bro, I talk mad shit.
You would think I'm on the team the way my mood's
Yeah,
so
bro.
good when we win,
Dude,
bro.
literally, like it's one of those where, and again, obviously, like obviously all the kind of stuff that's progressed since. But one of those where I cherish like all my memories in that year and a half of
dude.
watching Jokić playing with Phil Kessel and shit, bro. Like those are some of my
Dude,
favorite
I do
times in
remember
life.
it,
Like
I think I was like arguing with the Lakers guy too. He had like a Lakers jersey on, but
when
dude,
we were walking around,
bro, it was magnificent, bro. Like my buddy was like,
nuts, yeah.
and then I was like, this is before we were in Twin
Yeah,
Peaks.
dude.
And it's like exactly what we like feel so normal. It's just
kick back
betting
into gear.
It's
20 years
in sports.
was not betting on the Suns to win that series.
I think, but yeah, but anyways, bro, like the way that like sports can definitely like dude help turn your like mood around and stuff like that, dude. That's why I find it funny. It's like people like
Like one of those where we grew up playing football.
Yeah, dude.
We grew up with the competitive nature of our lives.
Yeah,
That's how
or like-
I grew up wanting to, which is funny. I always tell people this, bro, and people think it's weird. But like
Yeah.
I would go out even like
Yeah.
that's where my mind was at. When we were playing our senior year, bro, I didn't do
Yeah.
much. I was just on kickoff. I wasn't fast anymore, couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to murder people on the field, bro. Like pent up aggression.
oh, like kind of physical, like, dude, we'd have practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the time I got home, the people huddle, bro. That's why, dude, I was like, do you invite me on this? I was like, that's sick, dude, because I do love sports and I do just like love watching sports. Cause
Yeah.
like you know, much, but I was like since I played, I was just like, now I can like envision like what these people.
Yeah.
I have an inkling of what goes
A
into
small
like.
snippet, at least understanding of.
Yeah, or it's like when you ever. That's why but I'm definitely gonna watch in sports. I want to say like and then like all right, so Zubac is like and like because like I was like dude, in all these if you watch film, there will show you something that you could use to take your advantage of.
Yeah, and
So
again, like that's the best part. Again, the polish fuck out of each other.
this legal violence you boys get to do. It's always do on the field.
Sounds good, bro. Like,
I know.
I get to lay into fuckers. And I remember the first snap I took it because we ran our defense pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember the first snap I took, Noah threw a ball to. I remember Molander being like, "Why the?" I was like, "Fuck, bro,
Yeah.
like you're getting your ass beat."
I mean, there's like Julian Edelman, MVP,
Yeah.
like 3, like literally,
One of
he
the
was
most- he
never
has-
like fruit, man. That's just
locked up, but we'll be bringing on guests this coming year. Got a lot of stuff in the works. One of those where he has a kid.
yeah. Dude, I
Pretty
saw him
fun.
the other day at
Oh,
ERS,
really?
man. Like I was working out with Isaiah and Danny or whatever, and it was the one in South Mountain. It's like, hey, David. I was like, dude, like,
Yeah,
let's
but
go see him.
David's got knows
Yeah.
the fuck I'm up to. But we had a conversation size, but I
Yeah.
definitely have distanced myself from that group on purpose because I don't want to cause problems. I know a lot of stuff has transpired more than anything. But I did want to say I appreciate you coming on the show. Again, not that I feel ostracized by the group, but I have ostracized myself.
Dude, you were always welcome, man.
and I appreciate it. Obviously,
There's no bad blood, bro. I mean, maybe like sometimes living situation. I've had that with Kiki and some other people like
and I told Isaiah not too long ago, like, tell him I said what's up and like Hope Life as well. Obviously, I know you guys all the stuff that had like gone on and stuff, so I didn't want to reach out to him.
Yeah.
During the time that everything was going
Dude,
on.
and
But
I talk to you. I mean, we talk all the time in the group chat. So I was really just like, dude, I really have no beef with Joe, bro.
yeah, I just
But no,
mentioned it. So we had that. That's why they drew it up for him in the second half.
dude, dude, all these, I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, just to drop a ball, bro. That's so.
That's pretty on it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but fumbled the snap and then didn't dive on it. It's like, come on, dude. You couldn't even do like the simplest shit. That was like the start of the play, man. Unfortunate stuff happens in sports. You're just like, if I was in that scenario, I would have caught that shit, man. But you're like, oh no, bro.
And then you see, maybe not.
All right, maybe not me, but Cam Newton, you're 6'5", 260. You're bigger than him. But you're like, I don't know, bro. It's kind of like the gorilla thing versus
the 100 men versus a gorilla. What do you think?
think?
100 men are winning.
I say the 100 men.
100 men are winning,
I mean,
bro.
dude,
Gorilla can't kill 100 guys, bro.
Dude, it's like we got soldiers that like.
dude, to me, and I always say, I'm like, nah, bro, we're putting 100 dudes who you tell, or 100 people who you tell their families fucking die if you die.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck, so if I die and this gorilla doesn't die, he will die in front of me, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I'm making sure
If
my
the
family
stakes
lives.
for life
like,
and death, like the human's definitely winning, bro.
Yeah, bro, like-
but if you can just be like, see 20 people get slaughtered in front of you, and then be like, oh, I kind of want to back out now. Well, yeah. Now you have a losing mindset, dude. That's what like,
you don't got no killer
like
in you,
in
bro.
football, bro. Like, it's like we're losing. It's like, dude, that's a losing mindset, bro. We lost the game if you already think we're gonna lose. We haven't even played the game.
Dude, I love that. I love that last game against Chandler, our senior year, bro. And we came out and we dropped 2 tutties on the head, and I was like,
Dude, my favorite
oh
game.
shit.
Dude, my favorite game. I haven't too, because I didn't even watch like huddle highlights after high school or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the other day, like I don't know, since starting work, a bunch of people were just like,
Talking about
like what'd you play? Like I'm like, oh, offensive lineman. It's like, oh yeah, were you any good? I was like, yeah, I'd say I was pretty good. I was like, yeah, our team wasn't good or whatever. And I was just like,
When you were more one of, not trying to throw shade, but you were one of the more undersized
dude,
linemen.
I'm actually bigger now than I was in high
exactly,
school.
yeah,
I was
exactly,
like
like-
230. So I mean, I get that. That's why like the film thing was huge. But and then I like looked back. I was like, all right, I didn't make any huddle tape, but I was like, I know Eric did. So let me look at Eric's like. So just like during like work one day, I was like, you know what? Let me pull up the old highlights, man. So I was like, dude, the best game like I felt we ever played or I ever played was the Hamilton game, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude,
That
I
was
just like put it on,
the
bro.
year that they had the highlighter scandal. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, dude.
bro.
I just like put it on. I watched myself. I was like, God damn it, I was good, bro. I was like, all right, Jarek, all right. But it's like it's funny. But I was like, we're 1-9. But like realistically, like now, like we have all these like NFL players come after us. I was like, damn.
It was him transitioning from receiver to. Remember, fucking bro, you're not gonna get in over Denzel. Okay, I'm just telling you. Okay,
That's
it's not
crazy.
gonna happen. You can fight with Vashon if you want, but Vashon is quicker than you. You're coming off an ACL thing. We're not gonna be relying on you because we cannot trust your knees. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well that fucking sucks. I'm gonna try and every single fucking day. Okay, you're gonna be Denzel Burke's fucking one-on-one. Okay, because every single fucking team we play against, he's guarding guys who are seniors who are 4 inches taller and 100 pounds heavier than him. So you're just gonna one-on-one with him
Oh,
the entire
dude.
fucking day, okay?
Okay.
Until he can figure out how to guard.
I didn't
and
know
I,
this.
I
That
remember
shit's
it
sick.
was just first 3 weeks, it was just Moss. Denzel is now at a
Yeah,
position where
yeah.
he is in the NFL. And again, chat, I'm not taking any fucking credit. Kid's work ethic is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because he got mossed by me for an entire year
Yeah.
and decided to stay at DB. Switched to Saguaro and was a fucking fiend,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm sure
like,
he actually probably got better coaching at Saguaro.
Yeah,
too.
100%,
Like, I'm
100%.
not gonna say we had the best coaching in the world.
well, we were on
either.
the end side of Molander. Thurman was kind of in his, not the best at the time, and kind of was struggling just with the offensive offensive styles of Arizona more than anything.
Yeah. We were just like
so
so antiquated with stuff. Like, just our schemes were old and stuff like that.
very
It
old,
was
very
just,
old, yeah. It just didn't work.
But it was a
But
good
we
time,
did.
bro.
I mean, we did have chat out, dude. Oh my god, dude.
I felt
Fucking-
like the
we're
guys were
reminiscing
sick,
now,
bro.
Dude, I'm fucking reminiscing now with the fucking 2-point
Yeah.
conversion, bro, in the Westview, right next to my fucking
Oh,
house,
dude,
bro.
that shit was sick.
My
man.
ex-girlfriend at the time was going to Westview, bro, and I was like, yeah, fuck your high school pussy, bro.
Dude, I think my favorite thing about that season, and like what I remember the most, probably the funniest thing about the season was like, it was Basha or whatever. It's the week of Basha, and
Oh.
Molander's like, their head coach got fired, their first string left, their second string left, they got the third string. We should kill these boys this year. Dude, and then we get
I just
to
remember- I
Friday
remember-
night,
I
bro.
remember- I was like, God damn, bro, that's a crazy way to put it. And then what happened, Jared?
Bro, let's not, but like, let's just
Jared,
say.
I got reps at DB is what happened,
I'm not gonna say any names, bro. But basically, we're giving this fucking hoorah speech fire like that. Their program's going to shit. And we can kill them. It's like, bro, acting like her shit ain't stink too, man. Like, like, yeah, we should whatever, blah blah blah, and like distinctly come back into our locker room and a prominent long snapper on the team. We're down 28-0, bro. And he's like, and we're all that time. He's like crying. He's like, come on, guys. We gotta do this shit. Come on. I was like, all right, man. I love the passion, bro. Just like, you can't be tearing up, bro. Like when we're getting our ass kicked. Like
And then we
need-
proceeded to lose like 45
I
to
know,
14,
dude. I was like, bro, this is their third string doing this shit to us. What if their head coach hadn't got
Dude, and when you
fired,
think about
bro?
it, what's crazy is like we played against Brock Purdy
And Spencer
and
Rattler,
Spencer
bro.
Rattler, bro.
We played
Like,
a couple more. I forget. I know there was a couple more our year that there was a safety from Mound Point.
Yeah.
That went. So no, it was
Palomalu's nephews were playing against us.
Yeah, that was the safety from Mound Point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or he was senior year, our sophomore year, so we didn't technically play against.
But we
them,
were on the.
Yeah, we were on
We
the
all got.
varsity team.
Someone's got pulled to varsity.
Yeah.
Dude,
but-
I remember that year too. I remember, junior, which it sucks because I was talking to coaches and stuff my sophomore year because I was a fairly larger corner.
Yeah.
And people liked that I hit. And it was like ASU coaches would be at those combines. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
we saw your tape from sophomore year. And I'm sitting there on fucking crutches junior year. I'm like, all right, this sucks dick, bro. Like,
yeah, dude, you had some injury, unfortunately.
put me in a good spot, though. Put me in a good spot. Who knows where I'd be at if I just continued to play high school sports? I have no fucking idea. Instead, I'm going to build this fucking broadcast channel instead.
Dude,
Be able
I
to-
love this
Be able to
shit,
bring
dude.
people on, have
I-
podcasts and stuff, bro. Appreciate you, Jarek, for coming on. We'll wrap it up there probably. We
Yeah,
can yap
dude,
about
I'd
that after
like
as well,
to-
obviously.
Thank you for inviting me. Dude,
Yeah,
I think
sure.
this is super cool, dude. This is awesome that you're like branching out and just, dude, try new shit, bro. Like, and now, like, I've kind of wanted to do that. So hanging out with your boy, bro,
Yeah.
just shooting the shit, I was just like,
Yeah,
you know what, dude?
watching
Hell
two
yeah.
teams we really don't give a fuck about. Like,
Yeah.
one of those where that's the goal is to bring. I want to build it around the community because I think it's a relevant.
And
thing,
every time, the homies get like, drunk and stuff, or like, little messages like, dude, this should be a podcast. We should be recording this. And next morning, no one ever gets podcast
gets
equipment. No one gets.
Yeah.
But you got this shit. So
Exactly.
dude,
And that's the goal is to start getting to the weekend and getting I'll have done a game every day this week. I have
Be a
worked
nice
from
little setup,
worked
too.
from 9 to 10 every night this week. It's 10:15. Started at 9:30 this morning. So one of those where y'all just tell the Ross story. Did I say it?
No way, bro. That's
No, we're not
hilarious.
naming anyone.
Dude, I said he was a long snapper.
We're
man.
not naming
I didn't
anyone,
say
brother.
anyone, bro. It could have been.
Could have been.
We had several long
Ross Velez,
snappers.
could have been.
Could have been Joey Kelly.
Good.
bro.
I'm gonna be honest, okay? Besides the O line, in D-line because I don't know how to gauge O-line, D-line talent. Eric might have been one of the most... Eric, chat, one of our friends, he was saying Di Maria's, whose house he went to watch the game. Di Maria, arguably, I think, could have been a Scatterby type college running back.
I was about to say that. I was like, if Eric... yeah, dude. If he had better nutrition, no, he was still a great athlete and respectively, like
he was a great athlete.
He was super good, but yeah, if our team was better and he was like the second string for most of the year, basically
for whatever reason.
Yeah, exactly. And not a lot of high school athletes have their nutrition tuned when they're in high school, so like it's not out of the ordinary to say, but yeah, if we were a little bit better and like the coach actually put the best running back in as the starter.
Yeah, and arguably the probably the best.
He definitely could have got
maybe the best player on the fucking team.
Yeah, U of A for sure. Dude, he was like running through. Dude, he's running through like Chandler's defense, Mount Point's defense, bro. Like, I mean, there's some like real deal talents in Arizona.
Dude, yeah.
Bro.
Again,
like,
Chad, we will look back on our high school year. I mean, we will look back on our freshman and sophomore year and be confused as to how our senior year got so out of control.
Yeah, dude.
Because we saw the talent within Eric. We saw the talent within just different individuals and other people we could have had on the team that we just did. I mean, I don't know if you know this.
Class was pretty athletic.
Do you know I work with Samaji?
Oh, I mean, I didn't. Like,
he is the director at my Chick-fil-A I work at.
Yeah, I remember Samaji was trying to become quarterback.
Yeah, so
freshman
year. So crazy story, okay? Samaji got told by Molander, you can either play basketball or football, but that's it. And Samaji was like, but I want to play both. And he was like, no, you can play one. And I remember Samaji our freshman year
He's
on
actually
B.
a pretty good quarterback.
And he ran like a fucking bat out of hell, bro.
I say Molander was a little bit outdated.
He was a little bit. He was.
I had no problems with him.
I mean, he had led to some deep
he
runs
had
and
some
stuff and understood
and stuff like that. But yeah, he was a little long in the tooth, and yeah, just stuff like because I feel like we had really good athletes in our class. They just went to different sports.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe that was the Molander putting the ultimatum.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why would I do football if I'm better at this?
Yeah,
sport?
and Samaji's been so passionate about basketball that he's still passionate, way more passionate about it. Like, all right, bro, well, if you're gonna say that, like, I'm just gonna choose the other one. Like, you're not forcing my hand in your direction, bro. Like, it's just not working like that, bro. I'm just gonna
actually lost like a lot of good people, and
we
like,
did
like the just high school, just like people would go to different high schools and stuff like that. So
we were like, I remember like Luke Donovan. Played safety our freshman year.
Mark Ferboni guy.
Mikhail.
Yeah, Mikhail, bro.
Yeah.
We would have had a great
He was
offensive
he was a great lacrosse goalie as well.
We had MacGyver and stuff like that. And
dude, MacGyver, what a guy, bro.
So what
Do you talk
could
to him
have been? No.
Dude, I haven't. I saw him one time on ASU's campus, and I was like, holy shit. And he was like, yo, what the fuck?
I would like to though,
or like fucking. He was homies with Holden.
Yeah. Dude, from my recollection, dude, that guy was like a man amongst boys in high school.
MacGyver? Yeah, MacGyver was fucking...
I was like, dude, this guy's like strong as fuck. Bro.
Yeah, and MacGyver had that like college vibe already.
Yeah, dude.
MacGyver was like the goober and like...
I'm like, bro, how are we the same age, man? Like, how you already have like a nice 5 o'clock shadow? Like, bro, let me see your identification, man. So
again, like we had guys like when we split in the freshman B and A, and then we went fucking insane on freshman B, and it was like exactly what Denzel did, and I switched to corner in high school for whatever, I don't know why, I just decided to, because I was tired of getting fucking hit and shit.
Yeah, dude.
And then it was like, you know what, I can kind of lay some wood. I'm getting picks, I'm laying people the fuck out. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I remember you and Sabolka
Dude,
killing fools
it was lit.
year,
Yeah, we were
bro.
two white dudes, and it was like,
dude,
what the fuck? These guys are good at
your
football.
guys' hits on the sideline. I'd be like, God damn, bro. Little Sammy Sabolka did that, bro.
Yeah.
I got in freshman year, bro. Like, yeah, dude, Sabolka. I don't know, dude. You guys were killing some folks.
We definitely killed fuckers our freshman year. And then sophomore year, I remember vividly, we were in practice. What was our line? He was like Joe's starting pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like we wiped pretty well. We lost to Pinnacle our beginning. We lost to Pinnacle at the beginning. Or we might have beat Pinnacle that year. I don't remember what it was, but I remember we were playing Rattler. We were playing Purdy and shit. I
remember playing them our senior year, but now actually,
I believe we did play them our sophomore year, which is why when we got to junior senior year, some people and some of the people who were like
You just wanted different sports.
Yeah, when it went
and stuff
went to
like
something
that.
else or whatever it was. Like, and one of those where I remember going into junior year, I was the most cut I had ever been. I was the most yoked I had ever been.
Yeah.
And then the first day of spring practice, I tore my ACL. And then I
that.
remember being so fucking mad and just being like, this absolutely sucks dick. And then I don't know if you remember this. I was just like, I'm not going to the trainer because I was like, I'm not going to get pulled off for the season. Like, I'm just not going to allow it. Trainer, but came over and was like, no, we have to test your knee. And I was like, no, you fucking don't. You don't have to test shit. I'll fucking play with a fucked up knee if it means I play with a fucked up knee. And then I remember we were like, yeah, no, you can't. Coach was like, we're not going to let you play until you get anything checked. And I was like, fuck. And then they did the knee shit where they moved my shin. And I was like, holy fuck, my ACL is gone, bro. And I remember my parents were like, I was just like, can I go home? Like, I don't want to fucking be here. I'm embarrassed. I'm all upset and shit.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you can stay for 2 days until you get your MRI, and then we'll allow you to practice. And then I remember I got my MRI in like the same day.
Kaufman? No. I
don't remember who our coaches were really very much. Ramsey.
I think it wasn't Ramsey. God damn it. Who was it sophomore year?
Isaiah, who was our head coach sophomore year?
There's no way Isaiah would remember.
Or
there's no
or Tanner. What was our coach sophomore year? Tanner might not remember.
Dude, there's no way.
But I remember just being so. Or what's it great? Oh, so it wasn't. It was varsity coaches. It was Molander and everyone because we were
not JV year,
but we were going into junior year. It was spring training into junior year.
Okay.
So I tore it that year. So I just remember. I remember it being. Yeah, I think it was like Kaufman or was one of the coaches who they brought up to help with spring practice and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just remember they were like, yeah, no, you're like, I stood up there like, no, your knee's fucked. Like, you're not. Everyone was like, holy shit. I remember everybody just stood there silently and they're like, yeah, the trainer came over was like, was there a pop? And I was like, absolutely fucking not. And then like, I forgot who was like, no, like they asked someone else and they're like, yeah, no, he definitely popped. And I was like, damn, this sucks dick. But I just remember going into junior year and I was like, damn, brother, I don't remember breakfast. But I just remember. I remember if you haven't already, Isaiah. I think that's Isaiah Swag Messiah. I would think it's Isaiah. I would venture to guess. If you haven't already, drop a sub, brother. We're gonna have some people in coming soon as well.
Yeah, it might be Tanner.
It might be Tanner. It might be Tanner. It might be Tanner as well. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know. But drop a sub. Appreciate it, brother. I just remember junior year. I was so excited. Like I was like, damn, sophomore year. Like I fought for my spot. I got it. Vashon was great. And I was so excited to play opposite sides of Vashon. And then we had like Marcus playing safety and shit. And I was like, damn, dude, this team might be kind of nasty. And then I was like, it's Tanner Ben sub. Oh, I appreciate it, brother. Sorry, I did not know that. And I just remember it being like, damn, like, this is what it's like. This is Meyer. AJ's a good one. AJ Meyer tore his. JC tore his our senior year. And it was like, damn, bro.
Marcus was good.
Marcus was good. I play basketball with him all the time. I don't know if you know.
Dude, he looks yoked now.
He is fucking yoked, bro. If you want, so there's this company. It's called. You remember Jimmy Hawkins?
Yeah, very.
He was a
vaguely.
senior.
Yeah. He was in my brother's class.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he started a company called Fives. It's like pickup basketball, organized pickup basketball with Ian Burke.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen this. Yeah,
that's run and owned by Jimmy Hawkins and another Brophy guy. He was in the transfer portal. He talked a lot. I've talked to a lot of him about like trying to help out with his mental and being like, hey, like you're doing whatever you can, bro. Like it's a struggle as a college athlete. Like just stay strong, figure it out. You'll get there. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what I would do if it wasn't sports. And I was like, then don't. Like, just do sports until it doesn't work out. And I went and watched him play basketball. Bro, it's that kid is a freak.
Yeah.
Athlete,
and then who was it? Like Anoka, Andrew.
Oh, Anya Panuka?
Anya Panuka.
Yeah, I went to his graduation party from Army. Or
really, dude?
He went to what is the high? No, the high.
West Point?
Yeah, he went to West Point.
Oh, okay.
And graduated from. I think he graduated from West Point. I went to his graduation. I actually fucked up. My back is currently fucked up from his party. I hung out with him, Josh Benjamin. I can't even remember who else all was there. He had a bull at his party, and we were just competing to see who could ride that shit the longest.
Like a real bull?
No, mechanical bull. And it fucked my back up so bad, like 2 years ago, and my back is still fucked up from it.
That's cool.
Anya was also a freak athlete, bro.
Okay, so we definitely had some freak I actually do think it was our coaching.
I do too.
I think
they couldn't get us bought in either.
No bought in and just, like couldn't connect with them. Like, it's funny. It's like, and I don't want to, you know, I had a perfectly good experience with Molander, but
Yeah,
just, like,
yeah.
You just hear other people's experience, and you're like, obviously, like, you know, they work with coach, you know, more often than I do. But I was like, he's always been good to me, but I can, but that's like never good when like 60% of your team fucking hates you.
Well, and again, I'd say the one thing that I did, I mean, we always looked back on was the decision of an individual over another individual on the offense for the other one. And it felt like, you know, every time you guys did that, there was
dude, that's
a little bit of a 40-yard gain on the play as well. Like, and then we were just like, you know what? We're not gonna play that guy.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. It just like
That's the type of stuff that ruins the morale. Where you're like, okay, bro, I don't give a fuck then. Like,
I think like coaches like definitely make or break like if you really enjoy like sports as a kid.
Yeah,
or whatever.
100%.
Like, that like now that I think about it, it's like I think it's because like Coach Grindy like would work with the O-line, so I was always just working with Coach Grindy, and Grindy was fucking awesome, man. So it's just like, all right, well this guy, and that's so like. And I was like, dude, I would actually really enjoy like coaching, like once I'm older.
yeah.
And stuff
So
like that.
did you ever know Mason Donkersley?
I don't think
He was a sophomore. He played lacrosse, so it was different.
I think I actually think I do.
He coaches for Brophy's lacrosse team, and they're in the championship tomorrow.
Damn. Dude.
And I was like, dude, that must be like pretty sick. And then Ian is
one
of the head coaches on the basketball team, and they just won a chip. And I was like, there have been many times where I've been like, could I go be like a park coach like for a high school football? Like, that'd be kind of sick.
I feel like half of it would be like, obviously you need to know your shit. Okay, maybe like not for high school.
Yeah.
Kids. Like I get like, dude, that's what it's like. It's like, yeah, you just hear like wide receivers, DBs, like, you know, beefing with the coaches and stuff.
No, dude. Get your ass. They'd be like, line the fuck up without pads on. You'd be like, yeah, fuck that. Sorry, bro. My bad.
Dude, Coach Witt. Yeah, Coach Witt. I was not trying to say nothing to those guys. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so. I was not. Yeah, even and again, like, I didn't really have beef with our DB coach at the time. I was pissed I wasn't getting time, but I was like, I'm coming off ACL. Like, I'm coming off ACL.
But it's
bro,
like kind of stuff like that. Like, you know, I feel like the O-line, D-line coaches were probably the better position coaches of that bunch. Like,
more respected, better at it, and it was like, all right, cool.
Just like kind of didn't like play favorites either.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, dude, if you're
if you're gonna grind,
if you're good playing like us, I'll replace you.
Yeah.
And he did
and
that.
You know, I mean, our senior year, I mean, I don't know how many fucking times did I fucking Molander, Thurman be like, hey, look at how hard Joe works.
Yeah.
And I was like, who gives a fuck, bro? No one gives a fuck about how hard I work, bro. It doesn't fucking matter.
You guys still aren't gonna play me or whatever.
Look at how hard Joe works. He's gonna be the fourth guy.
Yeah, and that's why I like Dunk. And I think, you know, there's definitely relationships and, you know, networking, as I said, and.
Yeah,
you don't really realize that till you grow older. You're like, oh, this is why this guy got favorable.
Yeah,
stuff.
and again, one of those were, like you said, like I don't have hard feelings at all. Again, I was coming off ACL. I probably wasn't as good as I used to be, 100%. My mental was definitely different because I was a full year into therapy, and it was like, God damn, dude, I don't want to do this shit anymore. And then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, Joe, we're just expecting you to play football now. And it was like, all right, I fucking guess, bro. I guess I'll fucking play then. Like, might as well if you're expecting it. And then, yeah, again, I mean, obviously, for me, the mental side of it was just all right, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I can, bro. It doesn't fucking matter to me at all
Sometimes
if I play, if I don't.
And then sometimes it's like, you know, it's just the locker room, bro.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what kept me, like, you just
we were with the boys.
Yeah.
That was 4 years of football. Like,
yeah.
We did 4 years of football. Again, like, my junior year, bro, I was in crutches and shit. I went to Cali in crutches with an ACL drain in my leg. Like, I was like, yeah, bro, I don't give a fuck about playing, bro. It's just fun to be here, dog.
Yeah, I'm just here to play slapdick with the boys.
Yeah, bro. Man. We were in California fucking around with each other in the fucking around with fucking with each other on the joining rooms, and coaches were like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And I was like, bro, who gives a fuck? This shit.
Sometimes it's good just
so there's one thing you guys get from this stream chat. Just fucking enjoy whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck, bro?
What? You have hobbies? Fuck you, bro. You actually enjoy doing shit? Fuck you, man. That's so boring that you enjoy that. But
we're gonna in as we go, but I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you, Jarek, again for coming on the show, watching the Clippers. I just forgot the game. Clippers versus Nuggets games. Every single game at 7 o'clock and getting home at 10, and then starting work back up at 9. So I'm gonna take some time. Probably this weekend. It's my birthday this Sunday.
Dude,
also,
happy birthday,
so
bro.
I appreciate it. So gonna take some time to just chill this weekend. Who the fuck is throwing these towels?
Some NBA player looks.
Well, obviously we know. I don't know if you're more inclined football or basketball. You're more bought in on the Suns.
Yeah, I'm both, bro. Football and
hopefully, if Denzel would be on, bro, I would love to have that motherfucker on.
Yeah, dude,
Would
that'd
love
be-
to have that motherfucker on, bro, because it would be so cool.
I'd love to know,
see
like,
Grass has fucking an ungodly amount of things to do right now. I am in no way trying to replace one of those things. But I'm just saying, you could have a private studio, a private interview with your agent creating the questions that I will ask you.
I'm just gonna
all I
ask
ask is I post it, bro. That's all I ask is that I can post it. Like, so one of those where it would be sick to have him on. And again, like you said, like, I mean, what is crazy to think is that I played against him his first year of playing corner.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It is super cool to think about if I got the opportunity to now interview him and be like, yep, you went this way. As
Be
a
like, all
corner.
right, so what teammate felt like made you better?
Who do you think developed you the best
who challenged you
at
the
Bro-
most during practices? He's like, oh, probably like Marvin Harrison Jr. You're like, are you sure there isn't another name? He's like, oh, probably like Emeka Buka. You're like, sure, man.
What about before college?
Oh, before college, like, oh, probably like Xavier. Yeah, like, no, even before that.
Yeah, maybe Z. You know, Z was really fast, good at breaks.
Who helped you the most your first 2 weeks of freshman year? It's like, fuck.
He's
this
like,
guy Joe Black.
actually, I don't actually remember his name. It's like a white dude. He tore his ACL the year before.
think
It was
his
not.
last name
he
was
wasn't great.
Krause.
He wasn't great at football. He's pretty ass actually at corner. Like, all right, Denzel, never mind. We can fucking finish the interview here. Get him the fuck out. But nah, again, all love. Again, I never had any hard feelings against Denzel. I knew Denzel was much better than me at playing corner. I knew he was going to be better. Maybe I didn't know if he was. Chad, I won't be lying. I thought I was better than Denzel quite a bit actually my freshman year or my senior year. But
you
Denzel's
probably
upside.
were, bro.
Denzel's
I'm
upside,
not
yes.
gonna-
Denzel's upside was much higher, and that's what they saw.
Just
in him
physiology,
developing.
I would expect that.
Yes,
but
exactly.
no, dude, so
Appreciate you
yeah,
guys.
Thank you.
Jared, for coming on. That I might, because it'll be second.
See
But
how
we'll
they
figure it
schedule
out tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by, booing out with us. Hopefully you guys have a good one. Tune in tomorrow for the Game 6 of the Warriors and the Rockets. We'll see you guys another time. Appreciate you. Adios. Thank you, Jarek, once more time.
Yeah, see.
Blessed time to be alive.
I don't know where we're going. I don't know where to go. I don't know where we're